Yeah, what's good, y'all? Back at it again with another reaction. If you're new to the channel, my name is Shadiq and you're not locked into Crossover Media. With all the success that OFB and Fumez have been seeing over the past couple months, shoot, even the past like year or two, I really want to see what's going on with this one. None of their plugins have missed. I'm seeing this one is trending in the UK. So listen, man, I don't want to hold you out too much longer. Let's get it. M1 always has his tag on like the first thing, like the first drop, whatever.
Yo, they don't charge that like a battery bomb in a backseat car yourself.
Who said that? Someone charge up. I think somebody else on OFB said that. Was it like Bando L's or SJ? When somebody says charge up their battery before.
Yo, they don't charge that like a battery bomb in a backseat car to someone farm. My Anglo arms, man, swing that blade, then took DNA like Kendrick Lamar. Pulled up farm, they know where we are. Got me thinking raw. Ever since I turned superstar, all these up thoughts for the take on cars. I told my little bro, and scopes have left that mess and a break on cold. At least he had hope that t-shirt gonna need more than soap. I just saw Undies bust a maneuver, called a clear until he got zanged.
Man said I just see Undies bust a maneuver. You know what's crazy? First of all, I like the sensor. That's something that Fumez has really picked up. I think Fumez should do that for every plugged in, right? Any plugged in where something has to be censored, he should pick something that's gonna be distinct to that specific artist and that specific plugged in. That would actually be really interesting. But anyway.
Got me thinking raw. Ever since I turned superstar, all these up thoughts for the take on cars. I told my little bro, and scopes have left that mess and a break on cold. At least he had hope that t-shirt gonna need more than soap. I just saw Undies bust a maneuver, called a clear until he got zanged. Lucky that team never jammed. Have you ever seen a girl so or big I raised the crime rate?
It's like that's the things that make it that much more enjoyable to listen to. Like it's kind of funny. Like when they did the Sirens Finito MBs for his second plugged in, like those little things, or like even like when PRSAD uses the water drop. Like those little things, they just add that much more like enjoyability to the songs.
That team never jammed. Have you ever seen a girl so or big I raised the crime rate? Street work sound too late. Some of these Jews can't fully relate to taking the state then relocate. Wait, let me get one thing straight. Don't like in a cheeky date. Why can't do my sneaky bait? This full for make your balls like break. This song no punk or leave for kickback. Could've sent bro to the top of the roof. Like Charlie, but find a beef. I snap your head, you not speaking the truth. Let's be honest, your dogs ain't on it. They see us and turn into Sonic. Screaming out
Fizz, and I think it was his collab with his part, Trends.
Leave for kickback, could've sent bro to the top of the roof. Like Charlie, but find a beef. I snap your head, you not speaking the truth. Let's be honest, your dogs ain't on it. They see us and turn into Sonic. Screaming out when you bet and you said and I trade you up from it. Who don't hear must go slip up, get done by my stainless steel. Say Woodsy. Bro to the top of the roof. Like Charlie, but find a beef. I snap your head, you not speaking the truth. Let's be honest, your dogs ain't on it. They see us and turn into Sonic. Screaming out when you bet and you said and I trade you up from it. Who don't hear must go slip up, get done by my stainless steel. Say Woodsy ain't got no joke. You bump into bones and stick you on still. Did you really love this bro? I was only 14 to do me a drill. Cause you made you spill. Spin that cube and straight for the kill. Yo, always got Julius beside me. N17, that's where you can find me. Like they show these odds on try me. Plus them label teams with the Sammy. Is what it is. Don't like me, couldn't care less, go keep it by me. And he wants on sale just down.
That was a cold flow. I like that sequence. That was actually a really interesting sequence.
Cause you made you spill. Spin that cube and straight for the kill. Yo, always got Julius beside me. N17, that's where you can find me. Like they show these odds on try me. Plus them label teams with the Sammy. Is what it is. Don't like me, couldn't care less, go keep it by me. And he wants on sale just down me. Came fresh on all night, consign me. Scary, scary, should've been wary. Me left him bloody, just like Mary. Who's that bingo? Let it tingle, throw some.
That reminds me of the flow from one of the songs with Bando and L's. I don't know. I forgot what it is on the top of my head. If I get it, I'll put it in the edit. If not, somebody else will let me know.
Scary, should've been wary. Me left him bloody, just like Mary. Who's that bingo? Let it tingle, throw some juice like fucking bingo. Free waxy, that's my blood clot bingo. It went bad was probably Ingo. Watch Corn get slapped from his window. Better lay low, no limbo. Try duck and dive, it's pot, you bubbly. It's not wrong, my temp not fine. Come along, way back, got them.
It was cool at first, but now the sensors are just getting annoying.
Can dive, it's pot, you bubbly. It's not wrong, my temp not fine. Come along, way back, got them alive. Till this day, how did he survive? Sorry, darling, I don't know. I'll try one pound, baby girl, go low. This ice in my wrist ain't from the pole. Don't confuse it, cause I do music. Me, I still use it, so I can't lose it. Do keep got caught in a mixer. Two matching and never defused it. I shot man down with an evil grin. In jam in a Lambo's ring. D2B fully needs deep in. Respect my ting or respect this ching. Black for focus tinted.
That also reminds me of Gully in the intro. My man, he said, "Respect my ying or expect my ting or expect my ying."
A mixer, two matching and never defused it. I shot man down with an evil grin. In jam in a Lambo's ring. D2B fully needs deep in. Respect my ting or respect this ching. Black for focus, tinted windows. That homeboy try to drill him, kill him. Hashtag team no lack you see with. Just may go with him. Harbour lion, always had it in him. I got his Barbie playing my rhythm. Blood, shit even clutch man did him. RP shit will never forgive him.
Fumez, the
Wow.
engineer.
Man said I would never forgive him. Not even ask what that man did to you. So that's M1. So in this channel we hold the vows, that means getting straight into it. I'm giving this one a 7.5. I think that really and truly with the quality and like the levels that Plugged In has produced over the past couple months, my standards are super high, and this one kind of fell short of some of the things that I personally would want to hear from a Plugged In. But even with that being said, I do really love his flow on this one. He glided on this beat. Dezzie has one of those flows where it's like, it may not necessarily switch up too often in the song, which is honestly my personal, I guess, like nitpick of the flow on this. But the flow that he does use on that track is going to glide over whatever beat it is, and I really like that, just the way that he delivers his voice and everything. And also something that I like too, that I noticed from Bando and L's, you know the vibes, just like the way that it has that like delayed drop of the bass, that was super lit. Like I really enjoyed that in that song too, so I like how they did it here. I think it's something that OFB in general could probably play around with. Like sometimes you have artists like T-Way or Millions, for example, who like to come in before the drop, and the drop is like regularly placed. But I like this kind of thing where the drop itself is just like later, you know what I mean? Like it's an interesting touch. It kind of makes you wonder like when exactly it's gonna come in, and then when it finally does drop, it's like, all right, like the anticipation was worth it. And that was really the main thing that this beat really had going for it. Other than that, it really felt like a throwaway beat from M1. Like it just didn't sound like anything distinguished or like stand out by his standards. And he's produced so many insane beats and so many memorable beats that this one is just like even right now, after listening to this song like 3 times before giving my feedback to make sure that whatever it is I had to say was accurate, like nothing about that beat really stands out. Nothing about it is memorable. It was just a very generic beat, especially by M1 standards. And then by Dezzie's standards, this one doesn't really meet up either. I feel like, especially after hearing stuff like his Daily Duppy, like he can deliver really high level things. This one just kind of felt like a throwaway, in my opinion. Like that's just the way I feel after listening to a lot of different artists lately. Like you can kind of just tell when somebody can do better. That's the best way I could put it. When you've heard what they can do in the past, what they have done in the past, it's like you almost always want them to either meet that or exceed it moving forward. And this one didn't do either from my personal taste. I also feel like while there are times when having moments that kind of allude to something else is really dope, there were just too many moments in this one that reminded me of something else. And I'm not gonna be one of those people that say, oh, this person stole from that, because obviously we don't know what artists listen to, right? So I'm not gonna make that claim. But what I will say is that there wasn't anything that was ownable about this one, besides like the moment that I made the face because I knew what he was talking about. Other than that, there really wasn't too much that I could think of that was just like, that's Dezzie's Plugged In. And even with the sensor, I saw somebody say in the comments that Fumez used this in his 6.7 Plugged In, which I didn't listen to. But even with that sound, like it was cool at first, but then when it's like every other line, it's just like, all right, like, okay. And all of those things are the main reason why I don't really care to replay this one like that. Like it isn't bad, it just isn't exceptional. That's the best way that I could put it. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. And as always, hang tight for some more reactions. I do got more of those coming for y'all. But until next time, peace.